You know, this is what I've been trying to tell these young people on our team. Like, nobody cares about our program. Nobody cares about women's basketball. It's evident how, you know, it's not nobody's fault, but, you know, the laughing and all that fun stuff, nobody's into it like we are, and that's okay. But I try to get our kids to understand, we gotta be so locked into us that we don't see that the fan base is like 12 people here. We gotta see that we can't see people that's not on the court, not really locked in. Because it's about our dreams. It's about our decision that we're gonna rise above it all. And so this is the lesson learned. You know, we don't lose, and I'm not going away from that. Albany's a good team. And I'm gonna say it on record, the better team didn't win today, but the more prepared team won today. The team that decided that every single possession is gonna matter as if their life depended on it. And we thought that we had a tomorrow. And so we're gonna take this and sit on it for a day, and we're gonna go home, and we're gonna get on a plane, and we're gonna go down to Florida, and we're gonna decide what this really means to each one of us. And we'll get better. But I'm glad I walked in when I did, so our players can see that nobody fucking cares, man. We up here crying outside, and then we got a fun, let's go have a party in here. It's not you guys, it's everybody. And it's okay. But what's not okay is us not giving 100% for ourselves, man. This life lesson stuff we're talking about, man. And we gotta decide that we're gonna hunker down and turn the noise out from all the people on the outside and lock into the inside and get real with each other. This is a perfect situation for us. This is what's supposed to have happened for us right now. And we'll get better.
In Georgia, that final possession where you got called for the offensive foul, kind of what was going through your head there, and what was kind of the design of that play?
Make the shot. I made the shot, but I ran into her, and it was offensive foul, and I shouldn't have run into her, but that's what happened.
Do you think that just kind of, you said just don't run into her. What if you had the chance to do it again, what would you kind of change about how you read the play?
To be honest with you, I can't not see back in time. I can't see the play. I don't know what maybe I had a pull-ups, maybe something else, but that's what happened, so I just got to get better at not running into her.
Question for Isabel. You had those two late charging fouls that you took for your own team. How do you feel like that kind of motivates your squad, especially with the last one coming to foul out Kayla Cooper, the other team's leading scorer?
Yeah, charges are something that I always will do, and I will always do anything I have to help the team. I will run through a wall if I have to. So I would do whatever it takes, and charges, even if it hurts or not, I would do it, and I would have done it 1,000 times again.
This is for either of you guys. This game started pretty similar to the FDU game, in which you guys got up to an early lead. What do you think was different about the final three quarters of tonight's game, whether it was what you guys were thinking or actually doing on the court compared to how you finished out Sunday's game?
Can you repeat the question, please? I'm a little bit confused.
You got up to an early lead.
Okay, yeah.
It was 10-point lead after the first quarter.
Yeah.
You guys got off to a strong start against FDU as well.
Yeah.
Was there something that felt different over the final three quarters of this game compared to Sunday's game?
Yeah, I think we have to understand that the basketball's a game of runs. So when we go on a run, that doesn't mean we've won the game in the first quarter. We have to continue to put our foot on the pedal every single possession at the beginning of every single quarter, win every single 5 minutes. And I don't think we had that intensity, and it showed through that last three quarters.
Nicholas, I wouldn't call it a daily line. This is for both of you. You guys have kind of struggled in the second quarter of games, and that appeared again today. What do you think is the problem there? What are you guys going to try to do to address the second quarter struggles?
I think we have to watch film, see what it is. But at the end of the day, it's just hard. It's just what you. Coach says it all the time. We zip down, put in, and zip back up again. And so it's just playing hard, and we got to get better at that. And that's just like a non-negotiable thing. So definitely watch film and see what in the world could possibly be going wrong. But yeah, it's just hard.
And having the lead doesn't mean we won the game. And I feel like has been a thing lately. First quarter we were up 10 or something, and then second quarter it goes down. Like whoever comes in, whoever's on the court at the moment, has to keep that in mind that the game is not won.
Kieran Costa, Citrus TV. Georgia, this is for you. After a tough loss like this and a tough start to the season, what do you say to your team as one of the captains?
It's a long season, so we've had these 2 bumps in our road right now, but like Coach Shaq said, we never lose. So we're going to learn from this, and that's something that me and Izza and the people that have been here for a little bit longer, we can help the freshmen and the new people with. But we really got to come together as a team and as a family and, be Syracuse University women's basketball again.
This is for both of you. Any other takeaways before your next game? And your next game is away from home. Any other takeaways regarding your first 5 games from home before your first away game of the season?
Just keep getting better.
Play harder.
Yeah.
Is Tim Wilcox, Daily Orange. Seeing Georgia's confidence down the stretch, she got into a 3 late in the fourth quarter. Just what does that mean for you when you see her confidence?
I just feel like Georgia is a dog. Like she would do whatever she has to make us win, and I know I can count on her any day. So that doesn't surprise me. She's just a beast. I would do anything for her on the court and off too.
Thank you. All right.
Thanks, ladies. Appreciate y'all.
We'll take questions for Coach Jack. Please raise your hand.
Coach, Nathaniel Cunningham, WJPZ. You said not the better team won, but the more prepared team won. How do you prepare your team going forward to make sure that that second quarter or late in the game doesn't happen again?
We still keep learning who can go in certain times of the game. The substitution thing still eludes us, and we're still trying to figure out who to sub, when to sub, why to sub, and all that fun stuff. We have a good group that starts us off, and they're gonna have to get breaks. Our bench has to kind of help us, and I gotta do a better job in figuring out who to sub and in what time.
Don is also Syracuse.com. Excuse me if you mentioned this before I came a bit late, but can you talk to me about the officiating in this game, specifically the last offensive foul call on Georgia that must have led to the Green Danes getting the ball and making that really win the game?
They call what they call. We got to play through the call.
Cedric Derecho, 24/7 Sports. Coach, Georgia said there was a lack of intensity. How worrying is that for you? And what are the little things the team can do going forward to increase the intensity?
There's periods of lack of intensity, but I think you saw in third quarter we really played hard, and when we really played, they hit tough shots, and credit to them. But we certainly didn't have the best defensive plan against them, and we got to get better as coaching staff, and we will. This one, as bad as it was on the court for them, this one's on me, and we're gonna have to figure out how to get better and how to get them more prepared. How to, do I get loose with them in the locker room? Do I get focused? Do I give them a story? I got to get them more prepared where they got to come out and be up 15 in order to have a chance instead of only up 10.
Coach, Leo Schaefer, Newshouse. After a not so solid second quarter, what was the message conveyed at halftime to kind of ramp up the team?
Get better.
Adam Gackman with the ACC Network. Coach, on that final possession for UAlbany, was the plan to try and double team the ball and turn it over, or did that just kind of happen in the spur of the moment?
When they had the ball, or when we got.
When they had the ball and there was a double team and it kind of left the.
Well, then she fumbled, and in that way the double team was able to come, and therefore that left her young lady wide open, and we didn't fly around, and that's something we got to get better at. Is if they're in a double, where's our split? That means I got 2 people. I don't just have my player. And right now we're playing, this is mine, you get yours. This is our team versus their team, and we got to get to our family versus their team, and we're not quite there yet.
Coach, the third quarter, they were running a lot of cutting actions, and then you kind of took that away in the fourth quarter, and they still scored a lot, kind of in one-on-ones. How do you think how do you think they adjusted to your adjustments?
I just thought our bigs weren't very quick today. I don't know where we were, and it wasn't just one person, two people. It was like 3 or 4 of them that just really wasn't moving with the ball, not stunting, not getting to their player, not making an imposing position in the paint. And I got to look at this film because I just feel like they out-toughed us down low, and once you take somebody toughness away, what else do you have? And that seemed like be all we had last year is our toughness and a little kid named Deasia. But we just got to figure out how to get better.
Alex Burstein, WJPZ. Olivia Schmidt with the season high 17 minutes today. What did you see out of her as just a freshman?
She played tough. Don was patting the ball and watching and looking around, and we were saying, go through your chest. Let's lose the game by going through somebody's chest. Let's stop going east and west. Let's go north-south. And Don wouldn't change, and we need to get somebody in there that, was willing to push it hard and take chances and lose the ball. And that last turnover she had, that's a freshman mistake, but, we can live with that because at least she left it out there.
Kieran Costa, Citrus TV. You guys had just 5 turnovers Sunday against FDU, and you had 20 today. Is that just sloppy play, or did you see
sloppy play? It's just like, it got to mean something. It got to mean more than that. You don't just turn the ball over. And we didn't respect the ball enough. And we weren't even going north and south with it. We were going east and west and turning it over. And that's a disappointment. But, we'll get better.
Coach, I know you mentioned the outside noise and blocking that out. I also know that you're from Syracuse and you care a lot about this community and this fan base. How important is it to have your team respond as soon as possible? And I know you have lofty expectations for what you expect this fan base, this community to provide to this team on a nightly basis when you guys are playing at home.
We're not playing negative. We don't deal with negativity at all. This was my home when I was in Indiana, when I was in Hofstra, when I was at Buffalo. It's always going to be my home, whether I'm playing here or there. But we're not going to. The first thing we're playing for is each other, and we're not going to get it twisted. We got to close the noise out, whatever that noise is, and if they're real fans and really love me like I think they should, they come to the game and really be a part of this thing and not just send 30 people to this game, So I'm disappointed in my fan base here. If I'm home and it's supposed to be home, prove it, okay? This is ridiculous. I'm the one coach that's from this place, and this is the respect that we get here. And the day is what? Wednesday. So, after a while, my mom always said, you can love somebody, but if they ain't loving you back, you got to love somebody else. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Credentials for the December 1st game.